Hello everyone, it's your girl. It's your girl. It's your girl. Chai, you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I'm back again, like I never left. Good evening, everyone. One sec, I need to switch on my audio phone. Just so, good evening. What? Okay. Where's that list? I wrote this stuff now. One sec. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything right. Oh no, okay. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. All right, good evening, everybody. Let's quickly invite the couples on here. We never can tell. Maybe they would love to join. You can see the title of my video is Gossip News. This is what they call gossip news, and this is what most people love. So like I said, when there is any opportunity or chance to, okay, hello everyone on YouTube. When there is any opportunity or chance to talk about this to talk about sorry, I need to repost. One sec. I know you will cut off, but oh my gosh, it's gone. It's okay. I need to repost so that other people on my other page will get to see. Please share this video as you join me in this live video. What will I do here? I wanted to share this video to my other page. All right, it's done. Good evening. Welcome to my live video. At least say hello, say hello. Okay, it's connected back. Oh, wow, so you can do that. Technology. Okay, welcome. This one today is gossip news. And as you can see, the title is about Pete Edochie, May Edochie, and let me also tag some other few people, my fans. Let me tag them because I want their own contribution. Yeah, these ones are always contributing when it comes to, let's see, let's tag everyone. Let's tag everyone. Plus, okay, so I think I've tagged them on my video. So today I will quickly talk about what I saw on social media. But before I do that, I will introduce myself, and I want you all to pay attention and listen to what I'm about to say. I said a day will come and then I will visit this topic again. And I'm very happy because it is a very good one to talk about. It's also had to do with marriage. Okay? Oh, this one is not giving me joy at all. All right, so my name is Tina. I welcome everyone on this page. I don't know your time zone where you reside, but I greet you according to your time zone. All right, on this page you are watching me from is called Solution Center with Tina, and we do discuss a lot of things. Like I said, basically marriage and relationship and so on, you know. Also, I do talk about my business, which has to do with hairline, you know, fashion and beauty. And yes, like I have introduced myself this afternoon, and some people still don't understand what I do. I'm fine. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you for joining. Thank you, David, for joining. And thank you, Water, for also joining. Thank you. All right. Like I was saying, if you want any of these things that I just said now, I do also, thank you. I do also sell article fabrics and, of course, wool fabric. And yes, thank you very much, David. Yeah, you're right. I do also article fabrics and wool fabric, as well as Swiss and Italian fabrics. So if you love any of these fabrics, please do let me know. As you can contact me via my messenger, and then I will reply you very fast. Like I said, I do also coily spray, cream for your coily hair, and also serum for your natural hair and for your wig. Like I used one of the serum today, and this is how this hair. Actually, this hair is frontal, full frontal, but I have to style it like this because I don't have a lot of time. You know, I need to come and just spend like 20 minutes with you guys and then go back to work. All right, welcome. I see everyone. Thank you all for joining. Please endeavor to share this show. Share and tag the associates that is you know, that has to do with this topic. This topic today is about me, Pete Edochie, Yuledochie, and Judy Austin. Before now, I know that they are all good people. Like, you know, on this page, we don't fault people or blame anyone on this page, honestly. But when we see things like this, it is very important we come out to talk about it and also address it properly, because, oh, people will say, she said she's a, thank you, love. She said she's a, you know, marriage counseling and all of that. Oh, something is going on these days. She's not saying anything about it. Yes, I will not say anything about it until the concerned person gets involved or say anything. That is when you see me come out and talk about it. I did talk about it before it gets to this extent. And you know how we Africans behave. We believe nobody can talk to us. Nobody can tell us what to do, or nobody can advise us. But there are good people that give you good advice. We all know that Yuledochie is married to Pete Edochie. And seeing all of these things going on social media, bringing somebody's legally husband on social media just to rub it on the real wife's face is something that nobody will accept. Not even me here sitting down before you guys. We are all human beings, and we have blood running in our vein. What you don't like other people to do to you is exactly what you don't do to people, as you don't want to feel the pain. All right, I support if the marriage was over, you know, and the divorce was involved. It will be like, okay, I mean, yeah, it is over, but why do you want to be a cause for someone's tears? Why do you want to make your fellow woman cry? And this is the reason why when I see things on social media, woman support woman, blah, 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 things like this, I don't get myself involved. You will never find me saying all of those things because I know it's scam. All right. Some women don't even like their gender. Talk less of seeing people happy in their marriage or marital home. She granted an interview the other day. I was just looking at the interview and I'm laughing. You must understand that people that is watching or people that are watching you on social media, they understand you by your body language. They know when you are saying the truth. They can also make research to find out who is saying the truth. And if the truth is hiding, eventually, good evening, Omolara, Onyi Kosola. Good evening, I love you. Thank you for joining me. I welcome you. Thank you so much. So, yes, you must understand that people that are watching you, they know when you're saying the truth. They know when you're under duress. They understand, okay? They understand what you are saying. They know the answer to what you are saying as well. We women should understand what they call having our back. If you don't have your fellow woman back, I'm not saying when she's doing something wrong, then you don't understand yourself. You are a woman and you came out. I wanted the father to speak before I can come out and address the issue. And by the way, this is called part 1 of this video. Okay, this is part 1 of this live video. I don't know how long I will be talking about this, but I will be talking about this as long as it takes. When it's necessary, I will come out and tell you part 2. I've done part 1. I'll go and, retitle the first one, which I came out to address. I said, man, you need to know what you're doing. The same man you're fronting on social media today will disappoint you. And when it disappoints you, you know what is going to happen? People will start digging your past. And that thing, digging people's past, is something I really don't love, By digging people's past, trying to find out, who they are, what they've done and all of that, it is not necessary. She may also not understand what she's doing, But some people are out there, blaming Judy Austin already. Yes, that man is not a man, whether she likes it or not. It's very obvious. Again, she understands that the guy lost his son. And I don't see her being remorseful or feeling for the wife. You don't understand until you lose one. Then you understand what everyone is telling you. Everybody cannot be the same. Everybody cannot be, cuckoo in the brain. We all know what we are saying, especially mothers. If you are a mother here in the house, you will understand what I'm saying when you lost a child or when you lose a child. You will understand how painful it is. Even when you try to conceive and after conceiving, you lose that child, I don't even think you will be okay for the rest of your life. Believe me, even if you have 25 children after that. And then seeing a woman like you, woman support woman, losing a child. I'm not saying you should leave the man because you already have children for the man. But there is something they call sympathy when it comes to losing a child. I don't see her doing all of that, and I don't know her reason. Like I said, no one knows why she's doing all of that. But whatever reason she may have gotten, she's supposed to use her HQ by saying, I don't want to do any of these things. She can come on social media. She can do her things, quietly. People will still watch her. People will watch her. I don't have any grudges against her. But I want her, please, if you know her, tag her. So she can come. Maybe she not here waiting the papa talk where the father-in-law of Pete Edochie, okay, said something. So I said, let me bring the news quickly before I say the hot, so that she can hear it very well. And then we can analyze it as we are.
First of all,
wait, Papa, wait. Wait, Papa, you have to start again.
First of all, Unit 41.
So this is what the father said.
I really don't interfere in his affairs. No. Suddenly we heard
this is the
second wife.
This is the
you didn't know before
actor in one of the powerful actors in Nigeria, celebrity in Nigeria.
I don't know why. It's not necessary. God created me so well. If I tell you this thing is black, it is black.
If you are about to hear, this is what the father-in-law is saying about his own son.
It's like when he wanted to run for governor or something.
His own son.
When I saw his photograph, I thought it was a production they were doing. There was somebody who phoned me and said, you know something, Yule is running for governor.
Please, if you can hear this thing, please.
I never heard it.
Show some love, please.
And
show some love.
5 songs. I don't interfere with them. Right, you know. If they say that it's not something is happening, good. If they don't tell me, I don't bother. If they tell me, beautiful.
This is the biological father of Yuledochie.
And that's it, you know.
He suddenly heard that you're taking a photo. So you're saying you suddenly heard that.
Yeah, we did. You know, there is something we always say in Igbo.
Listen to the voice note.
In other words, if you go and pick up ants infested faggots, if they direct
wait.
come to roost, right? Something we always say in Igbo.
Did you?
In other words, if you go and pick up ants infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right?
Infected faggots.
Here I am, and that's all. Mary is not just a daughter-in-law. I don't want to say that I love Mary more than the other wives of my sons. But the love I have for Mary is so strong. Why?
Publicly.
The father and I were very close. Yes, and when we went for the traditional marriage rites in their place, the kind of reception their people gave me, I will never forget. Mary is a girl I love to the marrow.
Can you hear it?
By the way,
people don't. Please share this video so that she can hear
Mary
with her
is
ear.
a very, very brilliant girl. You may not know that. Mary is a computer wizard, that lady you're looking at, right?
Wow.
And to a very large extent, the success of that home is to Mary's credit. Yeah. But again, you know, things like this happen, and it's so difficult to convince her that you are not part of, you know. Mary is a wonderful person. In fact, I just had my 76th birthday, and the message she put out was so endearing, you know, yeah. And Mary is a wonderful woman. A lot of people have been advising her wrongly, you know, trying to see if they can sunder the link between herself and her husband. Most of those women who are advising her that way don't have good homes, you know, they don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, this voice notes, this interview, we will play it again as soon as a lot of people. Can you hear what the man is saying? This is the father of Yuledochie himself, the Baboni governor. This is the father saying loud and clear on national TV, denying knowing who Yuledochie is, even though they featured him in a movie. You know, that movie got a lot of people talking, but the man is denying, saying that he never knew or heard anything about his son picking a new wife. Women. This kind of elaboju is nothing but the worst elaboju that can happen to you. No, just imagine your father-in-law, a man that you think or you thought is your father-in-law, coming out publicly to disclaim, give you everlasting disclaim, a disclaimer that is, I don't know, how do you want to feel? How does she want to see herself? What will she do to win this man's heart? Maybe she should come on social media and act again and do prayer. When a home is not built under the umbrella of what they call love, you will be receiving disgrace and shame. If you don't build your own home yourself. According to Judith Austin herself, I watched an interview, or her live video, I just smiled and said, this girl never understand what they call internet. It never forgets. As I'm speaking to you now, someone is sitting in a place downloading this video. And that is how someone is sitting downloading all her video. We must be mindful of what we put out there, especially when you snatch something or someone that is not yours. I wanted to speak about someone that snatched her best friend husband. Her best friend came to tell her that this is what my husband did to me and all of that. She was giving wrong advice to her best friend. Unknowingly to her best friend, she moved in with her own husband. And after 15 years or thereabouts, 10 years, the husband, the same ex-husband, threw her away because he is done with you. We must have self-dignity as a woman. We must have self-respect as a woman. If you don't, this is the kind of disgrace that will be coming to you. And you know, when this man speaks, he speaks and he goes viral. He doesn't understand how to present that question. He doesn't know how to do it from the beginning. But he told himself, this interview is going to go worldwide. It's either I say the truth and don't save my son and save the wife, because the truth will set you free. Only the truth will set you free. You can't snatch, take, or eye somebody's husband and you expect that marriage to last or to be built on a solid rock, especially if you're once married. Judy Austin is or was a married woman before he forced himself. Look at the kind of English the father used to describe who she is. The father, I don't know, May's father-in-law. Forever, it's going to be evergreen. So many people, you know, I beg people not to attach her pictures or call her that name. The father, this Pete Edochie, Chief Pete Edochie, said clearly that if you go and bring infected maggots, Baba, maybe you shouldn't have used that word. Infected maggots. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to laugh. Don't mind me. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to hide my comedy aspects. The man said, when you go, I will play it again so that people will, you know, hear it very loud and clear. He couldn't cover up. He tried to from the beginning, saying, my son is 41 years old. And something came into his brain to say, if you don't say the truth, if you don't address this, then people will address you. Immediately, the man diverts his mouth and say, okay, he's 41. I know that he can make decision by himself, but the decision that he took, I know nothing about. First of all, objection overruled. I know nothing about that step he took. The man quickly, as an elderly man, brought up the issue of when he wanted to become governor. Quickly, as an elderly man, with the analysis, this analysis, I can analyze it till maybe part 7. Immediately, the man reversed back to say, if I talk like this, what will the world say about me? They will think I'm supporting my son. If I speak, if I say he is a 41 years old, is an adult, for marriage of 18 years. My son was married for 18 good years. And someone came all the way from nowhere to snatch my son away. Let me reverse my statement. Quickly, he did reverse his statement and said, like when he was about to be a governor, I never knew that a friend of mine called me on the phone. This man lives in Nigeria. He listened to the news. At his age, he has nothing to do, he has nothing much to do anymore. So he listened to news. He have a phone that his friend do call him on. That friend didn't call him to say, your son is misbehaving on social media. We are not fools, pet, Mr. Daddy Pet or Sir Pet, Chief Pet. We will give you some blames as a father. There are things you're supposed to do. And even put out a disclaimer. You're trying to put out a disclaimer through a media house. That is good. What happened ever since this issue started? Why didn't you put the girl in her place? You are much living. Your wife is much living. Because you know that Chiedu TV, okay? Chiedu TV will go viral. People love to watch him, even with money, on YouTube. That is the reason why you quickly divert and look at it and drop proverb. We know you are very good in proverb. You are number one. But Papa, you should have corrected your child when you heard the first one. Everybody heard it when the news went viral, saying your child impregnated a lady. Even went to pay bride price. By himself in Igbo land. You don't do that. You cannot go and pay a woman bride price alone. Diary in Africa where we come from, when we came from. You cannot do that. What happened to sanctioning him to say, how dare you? How dare you pull my name down? Papa, you didn't do very well there. The name that you built for years. Look at the way I watched your video, how you built your name. Your son looked into your eyes to go and pay diary, and you're a chief in Igbo land. That should never be done. There should be a sanction. After them, your friend that called you about the governor didn't call you to inform you about the steps your son is taking. You went to shoot a movie with these same people. That means you never sanction your son to say, you don't do that. I'm a traditional man. We have tradition where we came from. Who is this person? Bring her home. Let me see her. And when that person comes, you will give her your honest opinion and how you see her. A homebreaker. That's all she is. A marriage of 18 good years. She left, if she was never married, it's okay. She left her own marriage just to sabotage somebody's marriage. Just to see the lady crying. A quiet and lovely lady. A woman that you, father-in-law, knows very well that that lady built your home. I'm happy you said this. A traditional ruler. And your son is doing this. They even invited you to come and shoot movie. How much is the movie that you cannot tell yourself, who is this girl? If this girl is going to be in this movie, I'm not going to be part of it. Everybody has said a lot of things about you, saying, where is the father? What is he doing? A traditional Igbo man. He came all the way. You are a very powerful man in Igbo land. And your son is shooting catapult on your face. You can't tell your son, don't come to my house. The same social media that you are using, I can use that social media. And my voice will go viral, like the way you are using it here. If I speak, people will listen. And we have listened to you. Your children were born in Nigeria there. They grew up in Nigeria. They understand what they call culture and tradition. You didn't, as a father, tell your son off. The next thing we saw you is acting movie. So she is relaxed. In this area, I never blame Judy. She was relaxed and thought that everything is okay. The father is here supporting me. One sec. What is your reason? We want to... I don't know why Chiedu look like he's scared to ask you a question. Why didn't you speak up ever since this news came out? You never defended the poor girl. She was alone. Nobody was standing with her. She was just alone. No one was around her. She was seeing shadow. She lost her child. A child... Please, your noise is coming here. Thank you. A child that you have, a child that she has suffered so much. A child that she has suffered so much to bring up. She lost that child. I don't even know the state of mind that she would be. I can remember how I suffered so much to have just one child, because of the second one. And somebody like Sister Judy, will come on social media and we tell you, anybody that wants to come and talk, anybody that wants to wait until their divorce is over, then you can continue. You never waited for a fellow woman. Woman supports women. Women support, girl supports girl. Girl supports woman. Woman supports woman. It's a scam. Where is your integrity? Where is your conscience? You know how it is when you are in labor room. You know how it is. And you don't care. You don't care what anybody is going to say. The father of Yuledochie has spoken, even though he spoke very late to me. I don't see him like someone that is very, very sincere. When you have a child you have no control of, you give him space until you realize that you are his father. We understand that sometimes children want to behave like children. But you said on this video, again, I'll play it again for people to hear it loud and clear. You said, and I repeat, that your son is 41 years old. Are you saying he's 41 years old, you cannot talk to him, a traditional man? Children that you trained, single-handedly trained them in Africa, where you and your wife live. If you cannot speak to your son, what happened to your wife? She's very much alive and strong. Don't you have rules in your home? You as a man, don't you have what they call your own rules and regulation as a father-in-law? I have been waiting for you to speak so that I will grab some talk from what you have just said. But what you are saying now looks from the beginning like you want to defend. But when you notice that Chiedu is about to give you another injection, you quickly switch over to say yes, like when he wanted to. Give him that blame on the same national TV. He came to disgrace you. Since last year. Chiedu didn't do this interview very well. Maybe I should go and play and watch him very well. Did you ask him, when he had the first child, that your friend that called you about the governor, Papa, pet, didn't your friend call you again to say, Papa, they say your pikin don't give person belly? That man didn't call you. What happened to the man? Is he dead or is he alive? There are things you people take for granted. I'm a woman. And somebody else want me out of my marriage. I will never argue with a woman like me. Especially if that man has father and mother. living on this earth. How can this woman walk away? She can't even put anything together. She just woke up one morning, bam, the news everywhere. She's not even yet done. She's still in shock from that news. A married man. She is in shock from that news, trying to put herself together and her children. At that time, she was still giving the children access to their father. She doesn't even know what to do. She doesn't understand what they are saying, people are saying. She looked lost. She doesn't understand. Your voice is coming here. Sorry. Do you understand what I'm saying? 18 good years of marriage. She doesn't even know what to say. She doesn't understand what they are saying. I was here crying. I was looking at my fellow woman. She looked lost. She needs help. Mentally, she's not okay. She has family, we know. But they are also in shock. And this man is saying it looks like people are advising. Baba, you don't talk well. I know that you use one parable for you. But that is not even what we are saying now. We need someone that can ask you questions. Someone that will face you and ask you questions to say, you mean you don't know that your son have a first son outside? You don't know that your friend number cannot call you when your son went to pay bride price? We don't understand. I am not saying you should pull your son. But there are things you should have done before it gets to this level. Because your son, Yuledochie, thought that you are in full support with what or decision that he has taken. They wanted to sabotage that lady. They wanted to say things that, to wrap things up, to lie on her. Every woman have their own character. Like I do have my character. Every human being has got character. Do we want to bring out the beast in us? Nobody wants to do that. This lady called Pete Edochie looks like a married woman and ready to stay in a marriage. I don't care what anybody is coming to tell me here. Unverified story, I will not even listen to you. A woman that stayed in a marriage for 18 years. 18 years of marriage. No problem. And someone that is also married to a very handsome man. Yuledochie's husband is very handsome. Oyibo. Very handsome man. If that man hits money, you will not even know him anymore. Yuledochie's husband, first husband, is a very handsome man too. You left your marriage, your own marriage, to come and steal somebody's joy. And after doing that, you are still oppressing the woman on social media. Oh, she can't come on social media. There are things that you people cannot do to some people like us like this. Honestly speaking, you should have ended the marriage. I love couples. I love people trying to sort differences out in their marriage. Don't get me wrong. But when you can no longer take it, or you're ready to walk away, it's good to do it in a way whereby your husband will still have access to the children. You know what I mean? But in this case, as I'm speaking to you, it doesn't look like May will want anything to do with Yule anymore. You can't be bringing yourself on social media instead of you to promote your movie. Be more focused. If you don't want to mourn your child, it's okay. That is your palabra. But coming on social media to say, what will they do? An Igbo man like you. You came from a traditional home. You are lucky that nobody is pulling your father and your mothers to tell you off. Who told you nobody can talk to your dad? People will talk to your daddy. Especially when they see a woman. I was in this house. I will cry, shed tears for this woman like, I'm a woman. What is going on? I have a son. You can't do that to my son. They never born you well. You cannot try it with my son. You know, Chris? You want me to tell you how I gave birth to him? And gave you pictures and medications and everything. Everything is taught. I save it. He knows. My son knows how I gave birth to him. You can't come from nowhere with your crayfish leg and say you want to come and be doing social media and be doing like this to me. You won't do it again. Who told you? If I'm doing Solution Center with Tina, not when you make somebody cry, every morning, every night, this lady will kneel down and cry and say, Father Lord, you see me cry. And that is why I don't like anybody coming to tell me anything about church. When you come to tell me, I walk you away and tell you to go. You don't know what church is. You don't even understand God. You don't know how he works. You don't even know how he do things. This same person is praying. You will see her, she will be praying. Somebody's husband. When you come to tell me anything, I tell you go away. You don't understand how he works. He's a miracle working man, which is God. Nobody sees him. Nobody understands how he operates. And you will come out and you snatch somebody. I know they understand. Like, how do you people even sleep at night? Somebody is crying. Pain. She's in pain. Her heart is broken, shattered, scattered. Some people think it's something you can come on social media and laugh about. Let's me. Some people will even, some women that have never conceived before. They don't even know how to conceive is. Some are using money to go and buy children. You will see them on social media, sit down and type, let me, a marriage that have 4 children. Let Eugene is there now. What are you people saying? What the hell are you people talking about? What do you understand by conceiving and labor room? If you know you have not experience about conceiving a child and also visiting that labor room for the first time, see how it is, how you will lie down. Don't you ever type on social media. Just listen and observe. Until she die, Pete Edochie will never forget the death of her son. Hey, it is not easy. I'm even feeling pain speaking. I've never spoke like this on social media. Do you know what it is? The one that you are, that is even inside your tummy, when you hear that they pronounce that one dead, you will not be okay for the rest of your life. Talk less of a grown-up child that they both suffer together. You can hear from the fathers saying, the sources of that home is me. The sources of that home is me. The father-in-law confirmed it on this voice note I played now. When I see people going to like what they are doing on, I don't even watch them. But when I see the news on Instagram, I just smile and say, wow, God, you are merciful. Eh? Not even with my experience of childbearing. Not with my experience in Judy Austin, as a human being. I will not judge her based on what she's doing on social media, like I said. But she may not also understand that she's creating pain to somebody's heart. She has dig a hole in a heart. I pray to God to forgive her because she doesn't understand what it is. Some women are sitting down like me, supporting, no. If you have May as your friend, and you cannot give her your honest advice, you are not her friend. You're not a good person. That kind of battle is not something you come on social media and fight for her. No, don't do that. Don't get yourself involved. with something that will hurt you forever, especially if you don't have a child. If you have never conceived before in your life, there are things you don't get yourself involved on social media. If you don't know the pain of 7 months, sorry, of 9 months, some are even 10 months, don't get involved. Just sit down and watch and see how God will handle everything. A marriage of 18 years, and you come on social media to suppress her, to show her that you are this, you can do this. Where is your family? Judy Austin, if you are my younger sister, because I'm way older than you, way older than you, if you are my younger sister, you will not do that on social media. I will tell you to advertise your movie industry. I mean, you advertise your movie and all of that. That is okay. But not you coming to challenge people on social media. Are you saying what you did is right? Nobody is telling you the truth. You didn't whine? Guys, I would like to stop here because if I continue this video, I might even get upset. But before then, let me just give you guys the promise of this video. Let's play it.
It's 41. Good. I really don't interfere in his affairs. No. Suddenly we heard his picked up a second wife, right?
But we understand English.
You didn't know before you picked the wife up?
There is one thing you must know about me.
Right.
I don't lie. It's not necessary.
Right.
God created me so well. If I tell you this thing is black, it is black. You know, it's like when he wanted to run for governor or something. When I saw his photograph, I thought it was a production they were doing. There was somebody who phoned me and said, you know something? Yule is running for governor. And I said, it must be great.
Baba said somebody phoned him that his son is running for. The person didn't phone you again that your son is having a child outside the his outside his marriage. That friend, where is that person that called you that time, Papa? That the poster is out. That same person didn't call you to tell you that your son is doing something on social media. Do you want to have a look? Do you want me to drive down to where you are so I can show you what he's doing? They even said your son has a child. Nobody is telling Papa that one. They didn't call Papa phone. But Papa went to shoot movie with them. Papa, continue.
Production they were doing. There was somebody who phoned me and said, you know something? Yule is running for governor. And I said, it must be crazy. How? I never heard it. Yeah. And I have 5 sons. I don't interfere with their lives, you know. If they say that it's not something is happening, good. If they don't tell me, I don't bother. If they tell me, beautiful. We just heard it, and that's it, you know.
So you suddenly heard that he had taken a second wife. So you're saying you suddenly heard that?
Yeah, we did. You know, there is something
we did.
We always say in Igbo. In other words, if you go and pick up ants infested faggots.
Wait. Come on, the next thing the father started saying, you know, releasing a proverb, and a traditional man. The same person that called you, Papa, that time, didn't call you again to say, your son again. You know? That person, Yuledochie, if you are here, listening very well. That person didn't call your phone to say, Papa, your son is misbehaving again. He has a child. We don't want to hurt me. That person didn't call you, Papa. You went to shoot movie with them. Oh yeah, give us.
We did. You know, there is something we always say in Igbo. In other words, if you go and pick up ants infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards. Come to roost, right? So
this is how
here I am.
This is how we described Judy Austin. which I don't want him to do. It's funny, but it's not funny. Do you understand? You should have addressed this lady from the beginning to say, I want you to understand that I am not in support of this marriage or whatever you guys are doing here. Papa wearing trousers and shoe, drove to the location. They gave him book. They put this man on internet. We saw him with our crocodile eyes. I was coming down where I was. I was like, okay, let me see. And this lady was heavily pregnant at that time of this movie. He didn't ask question. The papa is coming now to tell us that if you pick a firewood, Papa, don't say this thing again. It's not good. You have to give your son a proverb. You understand? You're supposed to release one proverb for your son, so that people will know that he also did release one for both of them. So, you know, if you make your fellow woman cry, I repeat, if you make your fellow woman cry, and that woman goes down on her knees to pray to God every day because of you, only you, I don't know what God will do. You snatch a marriage of 18 years. Snatch it. That is not okay with you. You came on social media to tell everybody off. Imagine if you are the first wife. What will happen? Nobody can even come close. Nobody can even come close. You cannot cheat on yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. If Yo is my friend, okay, I will tell her the truth inside the house and say, okay, this one no enter. This one no enter. Hide your face. The truth must be told. I know that you have a child for him already. There is nothing you can do. But please, stop at one. You have other children. God has blessed you with other children. You said you didn't know when you have the first one. It's a mistake or whatever. How you people describe kids, I don't know. The second one came. Papa didn't call him infected maggot when he went to the location to go and meet them. I'm not fighting for Judy. But the story is two sides. First of all, the way it started. My son is 41 years old. The man, remember that this thing is interview. It will come on social media. Let me quickly change it so that I beg, I don't want problem. So that they don't drag me on social media. He said yes, like when he wanted to become a governor. What it concerned Agboro with overload? You told him that he must be. You that can tell your son that he must be mad. He must be this. He must be crazy. He must be... Why can't you tell him when he did bring in that full shame for you? He's trying to become something in life. He's trying to make it. He's trying his luck. That is quite different. But when he brought in that girl and went to pay the bride price, that phone number, brother, that called you, that's your uncle, brother, friend that called you, Papa, that person didn't call you again. The person is no more living to say, see what is going on. You could have sorted the whole thing. Now that everything is yam, pepper, scatter, scatter, the girl is building herself again. And you are granting interview so that she can go inside. Sabada. You people are lying. You know it. What are you telling me? Let us hear it one more time before I call it a day.
It's 41. Good. I really don't interfere in his affairs.
You don't interfere in his affairs.
Suddenly we heard he's picked up a second wife. Right.
Suddenly.
You didn't know before you picked the wife up?
There is one thing you must know about me.
Right.
I don't lie. It's not necessary.
So Papa doesn't want to talk
God
about
created me so.
The man doesn't want to. He didn't know that you pick up a second wife. The man doesn't want to address that one at all. Because he understands the culture and tradition. He knows the legal problem the son will face. You didn't know. This is what the interviewer asked. You didn't know that your wife, your son picked a second wife. Baba was saying, you know me. The interviewer said, you didn't know. He couldn't answer that question. He said, we just heard it.
There is one thing you must know about me.
Right.
I don't lie. It's not necessary.
Right.
God created me so well. If I tell you this thing is black, it is black. You know, it's like when he wanted to run for governor or something. When I saw his photograph, I thought it was a production they were doing. There was somebody who phoned me and said, you know something, Yule is running for governor. And I said, must be crazy. How? I never heard it. Yeah. And I have 5 sons. I don't interfere with their lives, you know. If they say that it's not something is happening, good. If they don't tell me, I don't bother. If they tell me, beautiful. We just heard it, and that's it, you know.
So you suddenly heard that you're taking a second one. So you're saying you suddenly heard that.
Yeah, we did. You know, there is something we always say in Igbo. Onye patankwaruru singwele tu onye ava. In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right? So, here I am, and that's all. Mary is not just a daughter-in-law. I don't want to say that I love Mary more than the other wives of my sons.
The rest of his children.
But the love I have for Mary is so strong. Why? The father and I were very close.
Thank you.
Yes, and when we went for the traditional marriage rites in their place, the kind of reception their people gave me, I will never forget. Mary is a girl I love to the marrow.
Child.
By the way, she's a wonderful person. Mary is a very, very brilliant girl. You may not know that. Mary is a computer wizard, that lady you're looking at, right? And to a very large extent, the success of that home is to Mary's credit. Yeah.
The success
but
of
again,
that
you know,
home
things like this happen.
is Mary's credit.
It's so difficult to convince her that you are not part of, you know, Mary is a wonderful person. In fact, I just had my 76th birthday, and the message she put out was so endearing, you know. Yeah.
Abba saw the message.
And Mary is a wonderful woman.
But didn't notice.
A lot of people have been advising her wrongly, you know.
Sit down. Mary put out a very lovely message during your birthday. The message she put out there. But Baba didn't see all what is going on social media. Yuledochie is also a good girl to his former husband. She's a young girl. Baba should have stopped this thing from the beginning. It will not get to this point today. But he didn't. And now, look at where we are. May God help them and heal their home completely. I love you, May. And I love everyone involved in this. I am in no support, but do not make your fellow woman cry. Do not snatch a woman from the love of his heart. Don't be the reason why a woman will kneel down every morning to call the name of God. What you cannot take, don't dish it out. The same finger that will pinch your skin, don't use it. That will pinch your skin, and that when they pinch your skin on it, you will shed tears. Don't use that same don't use your own finger to do it to somebody else, as it's very painful. You must understand this. I hope you understand what the father-in-law is saying, and I hope that message sink to your brain and also sink to your family's brain. To the Austin. It's where you define. Now you don't see so. Coming on social, tomorrow now you come out and make another video. The person who bumped the pikin don't tell you say. The person that wants that son has already given you clue for you to walk away now. You are only 30 years old. You are very young and beautiful. You are a beautiful lady. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried for your own marriage to work out. It doesn't matter how many people you've dated. What matters is for you to have someone that will love you so dearly and take you and, you know, showcase you to the world to say, I love her, she is my wife, not somebody's husband. You will get your own husband. This is a lesson for everyone. That includes me here, sitting down here before you. Do not make anyone go on their knees to call the name of God because of what you have done to them. This is a lesson to you. He cannot tell you, but he's saying it on social media. He knows that this thing will go viral. And you've heard it with your ear. If you like, don't listen. I'll go and make TikTok out of what Pete Edochie have said now. I'll make TikTok out of it and post it. Use your HQ when you are dealing with people. Don't get carried away when you're dating a married man. It is not advisable, but don't get carried away. Know your limits. Know your boundary. Don't cross it. Because if you cross it, the Father has spoken. So whatever you're coming to say on social media is invalid. You are not yours father. His father, biological father, has spoken. And we are yet to hear from the mother. I shall be back when the mother speaks too. Take care, everyone, and have a blessed night. Bye.